Well, restarted my Guild Wars 2 adventure. I stopped playing off the Secrets of the Obscure and I just played some other games, a couple other MMOs, Black Desert, Once Human. I traded a bit of Throne and Liberty, all of that sort of stuff. Had a good time. And yeah, I've been pretty excited to come back to Guild Wars actually. I bought the expansion, but kind of waited for content to pad out. I didn't want to have that same feeling of Secrets of the Obscure where you like go and then you catch up and you're like waiting for content. As bad as it sounds, I just wanted to see if I would have a better experience just having more content just to kind of go through. I'm not even sure how much has been released. I've barely been following a lot, so I'm quite excited to actually get back into it. I mean, first impressions, it looks really good. I got a new computer as well though, so in general my graphics is looking really good. And actually I'm getting a 4K monitor pretty soon. I think it's arriving today or maybe in a couple of days, so I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, it looks pretty good, sounds pretty good. And the subreddit, I haven't tried to get too much into spoilers, but I've seen a lot of people talk quite positively about the game. So I'm pretty keen to step back into it, see what it's like. It's super early in the morning, to be honest. I just woke up, so if I look a little bit out of sorts, yeah, that is what it is. But I'm going to probably play this over a bit of time and then just post kind of VODs over maybe like each chapter. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. But anyway, hope you enjoy. And yeah, like, subscribe, all the good stuff if you enjoy the content. I wanted to try to do something other than just like guides. I wanted to kind of try to do gameplay, things like that, and try and see if, maybe people enjoy watching that. Okay, first things first, I have to figure out what character I'm going to play. I had a look online. And it looks like the Power Virtuoso is doing pretty good. Now, I want to make a video on this at some point about condition DPS versus power DPS. I like playing Condi when I'm playing solo, but power is better for group gameplay, things like that, to a large degree. There are obviously some fights where you want Condi. But basically, I think I'm going to play Power Virtuoso because it looks like it's got melee, which is pretty fun. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, back in. I'm going to try to do some of the like easy weekly, like salvaging. All this other stuff I'm probably going to just skip out on. I kind of decided I want to like focus on story and not get caught into, fractals and raids and all of that sort of a thing. I'll get there eventually. I kind of want to like also try become more part of the EU community. So I got plans. Anyway, and also I picked up the thing. I logged in the one day and I couldn't get this. It's actually why I bought the expansion, is you couldn't buy it without the expansion. So I got the thing for, I think, the legendary spear, I think. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm probably going to work on that as we go. Okay, I did get a mail, so I assume I just start the story from the story board. Yes. Oh yeah, now I get a mail. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to pick up more from like the whole demonic invasion thing, or if they were just going to kind of like be like, well, that was a bad idea, let's completely ignore that. Ah, gosh, so used to pushing shift now to run everywhere. Pretty bad at this game, apparently.
Apologies, Commander. Her Majesty is occupied. I've been asked to direct you to Countess Anise instead.
I still really like this place. This game is good looking though. I know a lot of people kind of like said that the graphics are showing and that they are slightly dated, but I don't know. I still like this game.
Commander. Too long.
Countess, the pleasure is mine. I thought I was meeting with the Queen.
My liege is indisposed. I appreciate your flexibility.
Oh? I hope all is well. Hate to see even more flippancy tossed at her feet.
I can certainly hope, but I'm afraid drama clings to her like a bad smell. Good luck washing the linens. But that's unimportant. For now. On my queen's behalf, I would like to extend an invitation. The first meeting of the Tyrian Alliance will be commencing in Lion's Arch. We would like to see you there.
The Tyrian Alliance?
Correct. Might be stuffy. But I expect some interesting developments. The world is changing. We know this. Between the demon attacks, Suwan and Oreen, we woke up to a very different world. Now, let's hope everyone is willing to keep it in one piece. Before I forget, your invitation.
Mine. All mine.
It's a good, good cosmetic. Yeah. Okay, pretty much just a recap of all of that. Okay, where's this? Back to the portal, I guess. Bit random. Like, hey, go to Divinity's Reach. Back to Lion's Arch. Well, I assume it's back to Lion's Arch. I'm pretty interested to see how they've taken this story, though.
Another.
Okay, where we go?
I'm here on important business.
Teleport.
Long live Lion's Arch.
Well, at least they're taking us around the world.
Ready for anything.
Hold it. Name.
Commander, over here.
That you are. Didn't recognize the face at first. Fought alongside
homicide.
you during Scarlet's attack. Go ahead. Don't mind me, just being cautious. A lot of big names in this building.
It's a big job. Malice, Anise. This thing is really shaping up, isn't it?
No less cramped than any of Ash's hidden outposts.
Delegates and leaders are still arriving, but the turnout is impressive. My surprise is agreeable.
And nerve-wracking.
Everyone is comforted that you're joining us. You command quite a bit of respect here. Not all of us do the same.
Here we go.
Who the hell's this
You're
character?
modest.
Save that irascible demeanor for negotiations, Imperator. Go on. Mingle. As soon as a few more arrive, we'll get started.
I don't remember this character at all. Wow, apparently I don't pay attention to the story. Oh, also I put on like a random cosmetic, so sorry if it's a bit weird.
I, Countess Anise, liaison to Queen Jenna of Kryta, call all representatives of the Tyrian Alliance to council. Please, to your places. We've quite a bit to cover. First and foremost, the Pact and Orders send their regards. Structural changes have them occupied. But with that aside, the founding members have come prepared with opening statements. Affirmations of why we're here. As our mutually elected emissary, Commander, would you like to determine the order of operations?
What qualifies me to make that call?
You've had a hand in just about everything Tyria has endured since the retaking of Claw Island. We approve.
I imagine the Pale Mother supports this notion.
Sure, have at it. My queen. Thank you all for your remarks. We gather
Thanks
on
for those
mutual
remarks,
ground
guys.
as allies. For some, friends. We suffered the Elder Dragons. We saw a new Elona and Cantha. We've endured much. But now, Tyria has the promise of tomorrow. The last decade was cruel, but standing united today shows promise that my father only dreamt of. However, it is not on kind terms that we gather. The Alliance was formed as a reaction to a new threat. Almost a year ago now, demons attacked our villages and farmlands. Your cities and homes.
48 dead in the mountains. An entire village burned to the ground.
One attacked the grove.
2, just outside the gates of Rata Novus. They stank. No casualties should be accepted. These attacks were calculated, I've heard. Our perpetrator? The Cryptus.
Cryptus?
And what exactly are these cryptis? Where did they come from?
The more pertinent question, how did the Queen discern this information? Tone.
I've dealt with an Emperor's horde of petty banter, so I pivot. Queen Jenna, care to elaborate?
This information is as novel to me as it is to the Alliance. I've heard rumors of your trustworthiness, Your Majesty. No hyperbole until the Queen has spoken.
What twist?
The triviality of Tyrian politics has not ceased its endless parade. Shall we have a mature discussion?
Introducing representation from the Astral Ward. Iskarin.
Iskarin.
I apologize for my friend's theatrics.
And Frode, Warden of the Astral Ward.
What's going on, Jenna? Answers.
Queen. If you wish to leave with all your limbs intact.
Calm, all of you. And I thought the war bands needed babysitting. Frode, was it?
Indeed. Admittedly, I expected worse. Wayfinder, under duress as always.
Wayfinder. Ah. Should have known you had a leg in this race.
I'll try talking to them. Ready as they'll ever be. Get to the point.
They thrive on the brink of chaos.
They've all endured enough trauma for a lifetime. Patience.
If we're measuring trauma in lifetimes, they wouldn't compare.
Thank you for allowing us the time to speak to you all today. I apologize for the dramatic entrance. Again, I am Frode of the Astral Ward.
Frode. I've heard that name.
The Ward has been cloaked in shadow for centuries, protecting you from threats unknown and unlike the Elder Dragons.
The Cryptus.
The source of our demon infestation, I take it?
Beings of the Mists who are no longer a problem. Not right now. Our Wayfinder, your commander, can speak to that.
I joined their fight. The Cryptus have been contained.
I wouldn't be surprised if some still attempted to breach our realm, but they aren't organized.
He speaks truth, as the commander can attest. Hesitant trust is advised. Isgarin revealed himself to me not long before he revealed himself to all of you.
The Cryptus are harbingers of what may come next from the mists.
And you say they're no longer a threat, Wayfinder? I've been to their realm myself. They've been stabilized.
When Su Wong passed, Tyria's essence bled into the veil beyond the mists. You are... we are no longer shielded by her power. Every eye turned toward us in that moment, and likely more. We glow brighter than we did before. Tyria is a unique world, coveted by those beyond.
To summarize, our demons are Cryptus, and you two, the Astral Ward, are some sort of secret organization that fights them?
Not just Cryptus, but any intruder from another realm.
We've certainly faced other threats that were not born of Tyria. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner?
Or help us with the Elder Dragons.
I will answer all of your questions, but this is not the right venue.
I'm inclined to agree. Whatever this information is, I gather it's sensitive in nature.
I imagine the room needs a moment to reflect. Shall we pause and reconvene in smaller council?
After our councils have ended, I will speak with any of you. Whatever questions you may have, I will try to answer them.
So, it's pretty cool. Like, I like it so far. I like the fact that they brought back people from Secrets of the Obscure, and it has some sort of like ripple effect into what's going on. And to be honest, when I was watching the scene now, I got a little bit, just a little glimpse of like the Council of Elrond. I kind of have that Rivendell feeling just from this like aesthetic. It's really good. Like, I really like that actually. I sat here just kind of remembering a little bit of Lord of the Rings online.
So you've met before?
Anise introduced us. Their friendship was just as much a surprise to me.
We sought another ally ahead of the Forum. We've known it was time to reveal ourselves to the world. Figured this would be better than a more public spectacle.
That inclination isn't wrong. Why now, though?
The Cryptus may be controlled or contained, but my words should cause fear. Tyria is as blood and water.
And what exactly is attracted to that blood?
Any number of beasts and beings. I've no reason to think we're in imminent danger, but I suspect something draws closer.
And we all need to prepare. The Astral Ward is ready to help in any way we can.
So you've numbers then?
Some. Fewer after the Cryptus. We bled on the edge of that blade.
What do you propose we do?
Focus on your affairs. We'll get nowhere without some degree of control. Your nations are fragile still. Heal. Nourish.
We'll be establishing pacts with our neighbors. I suggest you do the same.
Wise.
On that subject, I'd like to offer some information on the Isle of Janthir.
Janthir. A storm looms over that place. Blood. That is not a territory I wish to cross.
I don't expect you to, but we may find more allies throughout those lands. The Lowland Coden.
My father spoke of them briefly. He left their territory untouched. Those are bonds I have not maintained.
I imagine there's more to this suggestion, Isgarin?
We should speak within thicker walls. Yes.
Wayfinder, I don't think anyone here would be better equipped to help form these bonds. You are not only a representative of the Astral Ward, but of Tyria. Look around this room. Take it in.
I could support that notion. Yes.
Utilize Mooncamp. It's only kicking up dust otherwise. We'll send ward to your aid. Oh, your aid. The ward will establish a gateway between our outpost and the human city. With the Queen's blessing.
Blessing granted. I support this, and you, Commander. Now is the time to fortify. The Countess will meet you in Divinity's Reach.
I love it. It's like, yeah, let's have a chat in a more like secluded place. And then it's like, we need to chat in an even more secluded
I've
place.
witnessed cleaner executions.
Krisha, I think I'm going with the commander to Janthir. I feel a professional pull. Have little intel on that location, or these Coden, and it feels vital. Or intriguing, at least.
An imperator leaving her post to get her claws dirty. Care to steal my mate, too? Go. Be our eyes. I can cover for us.
I'll see you there, Commander.
Sweet.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Let's have a look at... we obviously can't have a look at it yet. That's pretty cool though. I didn't look what that was. What was it? Oh, okay, just bird shards. Okay. Well, I mean, it's an interesting first scene. I think it's pretty good. It set the stakes, brought the conflict. The actual, like, aesthetic of everything looked really good. So, I don't know. I kind of getting the slightly... Well, then again, the first bit of Secrets of the Obscure, I'd say, like, the first map, maybe first 2 maps were actually pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think, like, it's one of those things where, like, for me, I feel like the game needs to do pretty well to win me back over, as in, like, to make me feel like, okay, yeah, Guild Wars has got it. Because I think after the last expansion, my whole thing was like, okay, yeah, they're going to do mini expansions, they're going to give more content more often, they're going to be putting in more, detail, everything. They're going to be smaller, but, you can have more, so it's great. And then after the first expansion, I was like, okay, well, so that was all like, that was all a bit of baloney. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, it's good.